Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another counter-side video. Alright, so the update in global is coming in about 2 more days, but I just want to make a quick video to tell you guys a little bit about the character. Number 1 is Alex, I believe she's coming soon. And number 2, May's event. Because I want to make this video early, I don't want any players to miss, especially on this event. So plenty of cool things are coming for sure, alongside with a 50th day celebration for global as well. So that's going to be kind of huge. So if you are a player that has been playing for, either on the side, make sure you guys pay attention, pay very close attention to this week's event, because this is going to change a lot of things. Alright, so let's jump into it. Alright, so first things first, let's just jump into the roadmap to give you guys an idea of where we are at currently. So as per you guys have noticed, right now Shadow Palace PvE content, we don't have this yet, and they say they are releasing this in July. So I'm not sure if this is happening this week or is this happening next week, but Shadow Palace is going to be quite challenging for a lot of new players, especially players that are not prepared for it. So this is going to be the hard part of the entire, what do you want to call this? Probably one of the harder challenges in terms of the PvE content. So what you're doing in story is nothing compared to what Shadow Palace has to offer, and also the rewards are quite rewarding as well. So do keep that in mind. Sigma Operator, we already have this. Serapel, we already have. Same goes with Harap. But Alex, most likely will be getting her this week, either this week or next week. Now Counterpass Ludmilla, very high chance we'll be getting her this week because the Counterpass currently, the Regina one, is going away in 2 days. So after that, will be replaced. We already have the Awaken Yuna. So 50 days event is also coming most likely this week. So let's jump into the Twitter and show you guys all these amazing updates that we're getting this week. So first things first, 50th day, as you can see. Let's see if we can enlarge this. So this is quite a good rewards right here. So 20,000 Ethereum on day 1, up to day 7 you get 1.5k quartz, which is a lot. Alright, so this is something that you don't want to spend unnecessarily. Alright, you guys know how important quartz are in the game. You don't want to go ahead and use this for pulls. Never use quartz for pulls. You want to buy black tickets and stack them up, save them up as much as you can if possible. But the rest of these things, very good actually. 100 appraisals, 100 rate books for skill books, that's a lot. That will help you a lot, and 3,000 info. So alongside with all of these for the 50th day, what are we getting? So let's look at this thing right here. So this is the event End of Maze. So if you guys are not aware, End of Maze is the best event by far. Alright, I think you can ask any veteran players out there that plays Counter-Side. This event is the most important event. By far, this is the best event. Now, just because it's the most important and it's the best event, doesn't mean that if you miss this, it's the end of the world. Because events do rerun. I've mentioned about this before, events do rerun. So if you miss this event, it's just we are not sure when it will come back. Alright, it might take 3 months, it might take 4 months, it might take 1 year for it to come back. So if you miss this event, it's going to be quite a big gap before you can compete with other players. Alright, but let's talk about the event period. It will be divided into 2 acts. Alright, so 21st of July to 10th of August, and then we have 28th of July to 10th of August. So part 1 and part 2. So you need to complete mainstream episode 1 to be able to access this. If you guys are really into story, this event is something that you want to read, because you get to know what happens in the past. Alright, so this is when Lee Suyeon was young, alright, way before when the administration was a thing. I'm not going to spoil anything, but just keep in mind that Alex and Ludmilla, they are key in this event and to understanding what's happening in the Shadow Hall, Shadow Palace. Alright, so let's have a look at the second page. What makes this event extremely good? Now this is where it lies, alright. Every player will be able to get free full set of Maze gears. Alright, when I say free, yes, you need to farm in the event. It's not really free, but it's literally free because farming in the event is way easier from you to get the Maze gears right here compared to you getting from the Gauntlet shop, from the Gauntlet points, because you have to do so much PvP and you can only farm so much PvP per day. Now, this is just an easy way to get a full set Maze gears. Now, a quick side note about the Maze gears. I know I do get asked a lot about this. Hey, GuitarRock, what's so good about the Maze gears, right? So the Maze gears is by far the best set of gears in the game. You can ask any players, extremely flexible. You can swap them around within a lot of characters, and they give anti-ground damage %. Now, this is fixed that you cannot change this, and anti-ground damage % is by far the best substat that you can have in the game, besides skill haste, right? So skill haste and anti-ground damage %, depending on which one you want to go for, but ideally this is something that you want to get because it's going to give you an advantage in the long run. The earlier you get these gears, the earlier you can tune it, and the faster you will be able to have a hit, not just in PvP, right? People, when we talk about gears, a lot of people like to think about PvP, but it's all about preparing for PvE as well. The PvE is going to get harder from this point onwards. Once you guys experience Shadow Hall, you're going to start noticing that the PvE spike is going to go up a little bit. Once the relic stages, I saw in August, we're going to have a lot of hard one, the relics dungeons, the Consortium co-op boss. Make sure you guys buy the mace gears. This should be your priority. Now, what happens if you miss this event? Like I said, events do make a rerun. They do make a comeback. And if the event ever make a rerun or comeback in the future, you will not be able to buy these gears again. The gears can only be purchased once, but for players that never participated in the event before, they've never purchased the gear before, alright, they can buy it for their first time. The best, I keep getting asked what's the best one for these gears. Now for the weapon and accessory, you want to go either skill haste or attack speed. So that's 2 is the best one because offensive set. Now for the mace case, a lot of people don't know this, right? You notice how this one is anti-ground damage for the weapon and for the accessory is anti-ground damage, but for the mace case, it's anti-ground damage resistance. So actually the mace case is better to be HP, defense or evasion because it's a defensive gear, alright? But of course if you happen to get either attack speed or skill haste, I will still keep it, you know, but depends on what you roll into first. You can consider rolling it against in the future. Like this one is something that I want to work on in the future. So yeah, that's why you have to go with for the gears, for the mace hands and mace crown, skill haste or attack speed. This is going to be the 2 best ones. But I think they misnamed this. I think the accessory is mace crown and this one is the mace case. And 2 mace crown. The picture is wrong. It's just the picture is wrong. This one is correct. The description is correct. So it's just these 2 are supposed to be swapped. So keep in mind. So yeah, also make sure you guys log in and get some bonuses along the way if you guys participate in the event. So now let's talk about Alex. I want you guys to keep very close eye on Alex. Should you pull for her? How strong is she? Here's my honest opinion, honest truth about Alex. She's not super meta. She's not extremely strong. But she's not weak like what a lot of people have been saying. She's actually really decent. Do you need Alex for future PvE contents? Yes. Eventually, you will need Alex. Because there's one particular boss that I did a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure if how many of you guys watch my live streams, that watch my videos. But I can show you guys right here. So this is one of the live stream I did for the Danger Close Regenerated Bishop. Danger Close Regenerated Bishop, you will need an Alex. Alright, so again, if you guys always miss my live stream, which is fine, I understand time zone and stuff, you can always watch it by going to my channel. Just access right here and then go to the scroll down, find for the live stream playlist. All my live streams are listed right here. Alright, so it's a full playlist. It's all unlisted. You wouldn't be able to find it unless you go to the live stream personally. But yeah, let's talk about Alex. We're gonna play this video while it's going on and talk a little bit about why she is good. Now Alex is one of the 2 units right now that has the ability to detect stealth unit. Alright, so stealth unit meaning units that are invisible, you cannot see them. So in this particular danger close situation, you can see we're fighting against Regenerated Bishop. So she has an ability that makes her invis later on during her, I think, is it special? So that's something that you have to keep in mind. So Alex is going to be needed right here. And also Alex has one more ability that is going to be really useful actually. The ability is to remove buff, alright, non-permanent buff from enemy. So granted, it only removes 1 buff. Now, can Alex be replaced with someone else that can detect stealth? There's only, like I said, 2 characters that can detect stealth. It's either Alex or it's going to be KC Bean. Now, as of now, KC Bean is not yet available in global. So I don't know when the boss will come, but once the boss ever comes, Alex is going to be needed. The first 2 levels you might not need Alex because you know how the Danger Close boss, there's 3 levels. The first 2 levels usually you can just power through. Now, KC Bean has the ability right here, as you can see, detects stealth. Alright, so similar to Alex. So let's go through Alex's skills and give you guys a better idea, a better context of where she's at compared to a lot of other characters. This is where she's extremely useful. The passive skill, Detect Stealth, activates her device when her HP drops to 50% or lower. Right, so this is going to be good. Basic attacks, additionally, you know, attack and all attacks create a barrier equal to 3% of max HP for 5 seconds. Now you can see, you know, the attack increase based on HP loss, immunity to hit stun or special. Now, her special skill is kind of cool, right? She amplifies her device output, temporarily increasing her max HP by 25% for 12 seconds. So it can make her kind of tanky, and also she has the ability to remove one non-permanent buff. And the ultimate skill, you can see, she has this damage that increase up to 50% based on how much HP she lost. So the more HP she loses, the more she's able to do damage. Now, she is a striker, but overall, utility-wise, like I said, other than danger close against regenerated bishop, there's really not much situation that you can actually use her. Alright, so if I were to compare her to Chifuyu, I would say Chifuyu is still much more universal. Now, compared to a lot of other striker, where would I place Alex? If Chifuyu is like S tier, I would say Alex is an A tier. Alright, so she is pretty good, but she's not like something that you need to urgently own right now. I do think that whatever that she can provide, you will be able to, sustain for now. And it's much better for free-to-play players to go for Ifrit. Alright, especially with Shadow Hall, Shadow Palace coming soon. If you have the perfect gear for that Ifrit, you will be able to see very distinguishable, damage difference. And that's going to be the Defender, Melter moving forward. Alright, so as for Alex, she's not a priority for now. For sure, right? Stealth is something that probably is much more useful in PvP for now because Albion exists, right? So Albion ships gives the enemy stealth, so you cannot detect them, so they will just walk past all your allies. So that's something that, it's a nuisance whenever you fight Albion ship, depending on what rank of PvP you are. I think in the higher ranks, you're going to fight this ship a lot. So if you are fighting this ship a lot, definitely Alex is going to be something that you can, try to counter. The ability to detect stealth might not be that useful for now, but what makes her really useful right now is going to be the ability to remove one non-permanent buffs. But this is something that can be she's going to compete with a lot of other characters later on. For example, she will compete with Yensing as well, because Yensing has the ability to remove buff as well, right? And she will compete with Serena Crew Operator, because she also has the ability to do so. So later on, you're gonna have way more options. You don't really need Alex that much other than just specifically to detect stealth. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. As always, let me know what you guys think. If you guys plan to pull for Alex, if you think that you're gonna have more than enough when Ifrit comes, then sure, pull for her. But if not, I would say hold off until Ifrit comes in August. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you haven't already subscribed, give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.